Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of The Studio. My name is Adam. You guys have been asking for more Mike Bolter content, so today's episode is going to be about the Mike Bolter Unwound Series 4R. Thank you so much to my studio VIPs, Luke Uyamura and Leo Palacios. Thank you so much for being on the studio VIP team. And today's featured studio artist is Riley Mangold. Thank you so much for joining the artist family. And if you'd like to become a studio artist or studio VIP, you can go to patreon.com/AdamTan, or you can click over here. So you might notice that today's episode is a little bit dark in the background and there's a lot of shadows behind me because my softboxes are still broken. So I'm kind of working with a lamp and half a softbox at the moment. So sorry about the bad lighting. I will fix it soon, I promise. Anyway, in most people's stick bags and their mallet collections, you'll have a lot of mallet categories. For example, most of us have like a general mallet for marimba. For me, it's the Van Sices. And then you might have a general mallet for vibraphone, like Bolter Blues. You might have a general xylophone mallet, like the IP902s. And the mallets that I'm going to talk about today fall under a very distinct category in my stick collection called the Every Mallet. I feel like everyone needs to have an Every Mallet in their collection, like something that can be used on lots and lots of instruments without damaging them and getting a pretty okay sound for like those sort of situations where you're looking for that exact specific sound but you're not really sure which mallet to use. That's what an Every Mallet is for. Now, when I was an undergraduate in university, everyone seemed to have these mallets, the Mike Bolter 4Rs. They're affectionately known as the green rubbers because they're made of green rubber.
Oh, really?
And I feel like you can use these mallets for anything because these are designated as the Unwound series in the Mike Bolter lineup. And the Unwound series is basically a lot of mallets that don't have yarn on them. They have either rubber heads or wood heads or metal heads or plastic heads or whatever. So in the Unwound series, you have numbers 1 to 10. 1 to 7 is all rubber heads of varying hardnesses. So this is 4, this is right in the middle. It's basically a medium. And then you got 8, 9, and 10, which are either metal or wood. So you got some rosewood mallets for xylophone, and then you got some metal mallets for glockenspiel or bells. So the 4Rs, being a medium and being a rubber, can basically be used for a lot of things. For example, they can be used for marimba, they can be used for xylophone, vibraphone, glockenspiel, woodblock, snare drum, timpani, and fidget spinners. Like low-key, I would consider these mallets to be the true Every Mallet. Now, the main reason why a lot of us know about Mike Bolter mallets is because of the price point. A lot of Mike Bolter mallets are very, very cheap. I mean, they are basically the OG budget mallet company. And these mallets are no exception. They're available for a very, very low price of $24.95 if you get them in the rattan shafts, as I have here. I don't know why you would get these in birch shafts. That seems kind of odd to me, but rattan shafts, $24.95. That's pretty cheap. Like, that's cheaper than a lot of mid-tier xylophone mallets and a lot of the harder mallets of like artist graduate series from marimba, and this mallet can do both of those things. Honestly, there are probably rubber mallets that are cheaper than $24.95. In fact, they're probably under 20 bucks, but I don't think they're as reliable or as stable as these, and like $24.95 isn't that much. I mean, in Australia, that's basically one smashed avo. So firstly, let's go through the build quality. Have a look at this head. I'm sorry, the lighting is a bit dull with the shadow here, but you can see that this is a green rubber head, as the name suggests.
Oh, really?
And it's not like a super hard rubber, but it's also not soft. It's medium, obviously, so it doesn't have any sort of flex to it or anything like that. I've seen people who use these mallets for like multi-percussion and other more angular instruments, and they've left like some chunks in the rubber, but no one I know has ever popped a head of these. Like, no one has ever popped the head off completely to the point where you don't have anything to play with anymore. I feel like this is one of the better Mike Bolter designs. It's a very tried and tested design, very sealed. I don't think it's gonna pop off anytime soon, so yeah, pretty reliable. Along the shaft, we have, of course, the Mike Bolter logo as well as the words USA. And then the model designation is there. It's 4R, 4 for medium, R for rattan. And here is a banana sticker because I went through a phase of putting banana stickers on all of my mallets, and you know, no one is silly enough to put banana stickers on their mallet, so this is obviously mine. The shaft itself is probably the one gripe I have with this mallet. It's a little bit too easy to bend. Like, you can already see, I haven't even used this mallet that much. Like, the head is basically dead stock. You see that banana curve? How ironic that I have a banana sticker and it's already curving like a banana. That's okay. For $24.95, $24.95, you can't really complain. At the bottom of these mallets, we have the famous black chalkboard-like rattan finish, which is not exactly smooth ends make friends. It's not smooth ends make friends. But that's okay, you're probably not going to be using this for 4 mallet anyway, so you're not going to get that thing where you like scrape this in your palm and you get like an indent in your hand. Like, it's fine. But yeah, as I said, whenever you buy mallets like this, the most important thing is like the head durability, because like you're gonna be hitting these things pretty hard on hard surfaces, and the head is great. The shaft is okay, but for $24.95, it's good. Now onto the ergonomics, and these mallets have really small heads, right? They're super small heads, but they are still kind of weighted. They're not 50-50 mallets. They're not super light, but because the heads are small, the heads have a certain heft to them, so you can actually get more volume out of less of a stroke, which is not too bad. But I wouldn't say these are a heavy mallet at all. They're definitely not like, whoa. And I think these are just the right length for all of your fast 2 mallet needs. Like if you're gonna use this as a practice xylophone mallet, or if you're gonna use this as, I don't know, a hard marimba mallet, this is very easy to manipulate, very easy to maneuver quickly. Yeah, I love the feel of these. I actually think I love it more than the CCV ones, the Colin Curry ones, which are sometimes considered the go-to hard rubber mallet for marimba mallets. But the Colin Curry heads are a little bit bigger and they're more mushroom shaped, so they get a little bit more sound than these, but these are more effortless. So yeah, I like the feel of them. And finally, one of the most important things of any mallet is of course the sound test. So I've prepared this sound test for you with some different 2 mallet solos. So let me know what you think. So what do you think of the 4Rs? Did you think they were really articulate? Did you think they were not so good? Did you think that my playing was terrible? I think these are pretty decent, articulate, hard marimba mallets. They also work really well for xylophone if you want to have practice xylophone mallets that don't emanate the same sort of like harsh overtones as plastic mallets do for like practice purposes or whatever. They also sound really good on a wood block because of that dense rubber head. Like it's got a little bit of heft to it, so you can get that sort of It's just a really good every mallet. I wouldn't say it's the best, fast and articulate 2 mallet marimba mallet on the market. Like I don't think I've found that best mallet yet. But I think for the price, for $24.95, for the reliability, for the build quality and the versatility and the feel, these mallets are pretty good bets for anyone looking for a mallet that can do basically anything. Let me know what you think of the 4Rs, or if you have a different every mallet, what is it? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you have any other suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. I love to hear from you guys with any sort of suggestions you want for the show. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please hit that red subscribe button below to keep up with my uploads. Make sure you click that bell button so that you get notified every time I upload an episode. I'm still uploading every single week. Yes, I am on this hustle with you guys. And by the way, it's also 100% confirmed that I'm going to PASIC at the end of this year. So if any of you guys are going to PASIC, let me know in the comments below. By the way, it has been 1 year since we started the studio show. Can you believe it? How far have we come as the studio family from that marimba unboxing video? Thank you so much for watching this show. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week for another episode of The Studio. Good night.